I have a friend called Caitlyn who's been in a committed relationship with her partner now for the last 10 years. Prior to meeting the committed partner that she's with, Caitlyn was dating a different guy. She'd been with him for many years, on and off, but the relationship just didn't work out. And Caitlyn ended up breaking up with the guy and moving on, and now is happily married for 10 years with 2 children. The issue is that every single time it seems to be an annual occurrence that the previous boyfriend that she had, the guy that she's broken up with for 10 years plus now and had a whole different life, keeps coming back into Caitlin's life. Unfortunately for my friend, she doesn't have the discipline to say no to the previous boyfriend. I'm just trying to use this platform as an opportunity to advise all of us about the potential risks and hazards associated with entertaining ex-boyfriends in your relationship. And I've heard a lot of people give excuses about how their ex-boyfriends and ex-partners are still their best friends, and what is the harm in having conversations or relations with them. After all, they're fully grown adults and they both understand that their relationships never worked out. This is where this issue can become a very slippery slope if not tackled properly. How would you feel? You always put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Relationships are all about emotions and how the other person feels. And if you're able to put yourself into other people's positions, it helps you to better understand where the other person is coming from. So the question here is, if you're in a committed relationship with a man or a woman and you've been together for many years, how would you feel if you found out that your husband or wife was still entertaining their ex in their relationship, calling them on a constant basis, exchanging private messages with them that you're not privy to? How would you feel? If that feeds on your insecurity, if that makes you feel uncomfortable, upset, angry, then you should know that that is how the other party would also feel when you do the same thing to them. You see, in this life, what you don't want done to you, don't do to the other person. That is just being fair. And so Caitlyn comes up with this excuse to me about, it doesn't really matter. Where is the harm? I will never sleep with him again. I know I'm committed and happily married to my husband. But you see, the thing is that when you're still entertaining your exes, the temptation is great. And it doesn't even have to be something that you're conscious of, but your body aura and the energy that you're giving out to your partner that you're with now is one of not really being attentive. Because now your attention is divided between the marriage and relationship that you have now and the previous relationship that, by the way, should be in your past. What is the point of entertaining the past when you're in the present, moving into the future? We always try to complicate things that can be very, very simple in our lives and make it more complicated. If you're living with somebody and you're committed to them, if you're happily married or happily committed in a relationship with somebody else, what business do you really have engaging and entertaining other people outside of this relationship? So the question to you really is, are you happy where you are? Are you fulfilled where you are? Is the partner that you're with meeting your every need, including your sexual need? Because if your emotions and your sexual needs and pleasures and everything is being met, what time do you really have to be entertaining and engaging exes in your relationship? I'm not saying that if you went out somewhere and bumped into your ex, you can't say hi to them and find out how they're doing, but that is where that conversation ends. Because if you carry on entertaining your exes and exchanging messages with them and private chatting to them and all of this, all you're feeding and bringing into the relationship is negativity, problems, insecurities, and invariably a breakup of an otherwise happy relationship? Are you happy to leave what you have that you're saying that you're happy with? Are you happy to risk everything that you have now that you're saying that you're happy with, just so that you can satisfy an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend and not hurt their feelings? A lot of the time, the issues that we have is because we're too nice. We can't say no. We're always people pleasing. At the end of the day, when all is said and done, the fact is the fact. You're not with this person anymore. If that person wanted to be with you, they would have done everything humanly possible. And you would have done your part to keep that relationship going. The fact that it's your ex, past, that's what that means. It means that it's history. It's gone. Leave it to the past and move on with your life. Anything else will be asking for trouble. And in these our ages, what is the point of really wanting more stress, more problems, more wahala for your own life, when life could just be so simple and meaningful? Caitlyn started off this talking to her boyfriend innocently. And she began to see that every time that she had a misunderstanding with her husband, that was exactly the time that the ex-boyfriend somehow crept in. Oh, I haven't heard from you in a long time, and I just thought I'll check up on you to see how you're getting on. If he really wanted to know, if she really wanted to know how you were getting on when you were with him or her, that other person would have tried whatever they had to try to make sure your relationship worked. If they didn't do that, if they weren't committed enough, if they weren't devoted enough to make sure your marriage worked, it's not your business to try to fix them or engage them or include them in your relationship that you're with this new partner. You can't have two people. You can only have one. You're committed to one. And so your priority should be with this partner that you're with now. And no, I understand that sometimes when you've broken up of a previous relationship, there might be complications because now you've got children from your ex-marriage, ex-relationship or whatever, and you need to manage that. You need to engage with your previous partner to be able to keep things moving. I understand that. But even then, there must be boundaries. If you've had children with somebody, that doesn't mean you can't talk to them. But conversations must be strictly to do with the children and nothing to do with the two of you. That is what co-parenting means. It doesn't mean that you're in the marriage and still going on vacations with your ex. I've seen a lot of people claiming to be in happily committed relationships, and yet from time to time you're still sneaking out and sleeping with your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, exchanging body images and parts with each other. What is wrong with you? There is no difference between this and cheating. The past is the past. Close that door. No point in leaving the windows, putting a wedge on the door. It's done. It's the past. Let it be. Focus on your marriage. Focus on your current relationship and do everything that you have to do to make it work. Learn the valuable lessons that ought to have been learned from the previous one and don't repeat them in the current one. The devil comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Any little slither of opportunity you give him an inch, you take a mile out of your relationship. And so focus on building the characteristic traits that are going to keep you going for the long haul. Cut out anything that is a distraction to ensuring that you have the relationship that others can only dream about. Everything, the genesis and revelation of everything that happens to you in your life is you. Make better choices and have your peace. It is that plain and simple. Entertaining exes in your relationship is not advisable. Let him go. Cut her loose. Let her go. Let her go and find somebody else. There are plenty of fishes in the sea. Let that person go and focus on your own life and your own relationship. If you're not happy in your current relationship and you want to go back to your ex, then break it off with this person that you're with, because they're wasting their time. And it's not fair. What you do unto others will be done unto you. Karma is a bitch and it's real. If you don't want to have any negativity in your life, if you want to really experience life in all its fullness, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you, and you'd have a very happy, successful, thriving life, stress-free, hassle-free, and peace of mind. Try it. This is my advice to Caitlyn, and I hope that all of you that are watching me here today can pick a thing or two from what I've said. X is the past. Close that door and let that person go. Cut them loose. It's time to cut them loose and live your most and best fulfilled life ever. If you're pleased with anything that I've said today and would like to see and catch other videos, subscribe to this channel, follow the page, and please, please, please send me stars. And no, it is not stars that you pick off your phone. If you go to the Facebook application and click on the star button that you see on my page, you can send me whatever your heart desires to support this mission, to get more people educated, motivated, and inspired to be better people. I love you guys so much. To everyone that has engaged, followed, subscribed, commented, liked, and sent me stars, subscribe to the page and supported me on a monthly basis. I want to know that I love you so much and you touch my heart deeply. God bless you. Stay beautiful. My name is Sika. Bye-bye.